Hi, friends. Rebecca Barnes, publisher of Prince William Living Magazine, and we are here today to talk about the state of Prince William in real estate. And I want to welcome my guests. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
I want to welcome our guests. We have with us today April Thomas, the CEO of the Realtors Association of Prince William. So, April, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We also have with us Peggy Burke. She's with Virginia Realty Partners, which is Long and Foster, but she's also the president of the Realtors Association of Prince William. So I want to thank you both for joining us. Thank you, Peggy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got a little bit of exciting things to talk about. Right now is a very different time. There's a lot of things happening, and I think people really want to know where they stand as far as the market. April, tell us a little bit about the numbers and what's happening out there.
Absolutely. As you said, this is a very different time right now, but we do have exciting news for Prince William County. So I'm the stats gal. So I'm going to give you a lot of stats. I'm going to give you some locally, nationally, and throughout the state of Virginia. So let's start with the local. Locally, we are down in our active listings by about 30%. Our overall sales are down about 12%, but the exciting part is our median home price is up 8%, which is actually up 1% from the month of March. So that's really exciting. That tells a story within itself. And then as far as the state goes, because I think it's important to know where we are as a state as well. We have our state association does a flash survey every week, and it polls all 33,000 of our realtors in Virginia. So I have a couple of pieces of data that I'd like to share about that. So this past week with the survey that they sent out, 45% of Virginia realtors said that their buyer activity is up. So that means that they are still, moving and shaking and moving properties. Nationally, that number is about 11%. So we're in a really good spot in Virginia. And then 54% of Virginia realtors said that their sellers are not expecting to reduce the price of their homes. So again, that is amazing news. And nationally, that's about 41%. So Virginia is above the national average. So that's good news in itself. So I'm actually going to pass it to Peggy. Peggy is an amazing realtor. She's been a realtor for a very long time. And I'll let her kind of explain what that means. She's out in the field on a daily basis. I think we did a Zoom call at one of her home inspections the other day. So Peggy, do you want to go ahead and take it from here?
Sure, I'll be happy to. The market is not what people are seeing on the news. The market is great, actually. The reason that things are down, you'll hear them say, well, we're down 40% or we're down this amount. The reason for that is because we don't have enough inventory. We didn't have enough inventory when this started, and it has gone down further because people listen to the news and are afraid to put their houses on the market. The other thing with that is that the way we show properties has changed. Some people will look at them virtually and ride around the neighborhood and see if that's where they want to live, because we have professional pictures on most of them now, and they can kind of tell from that. Other people don't mind going in houses, and so we coordinate with the different sellers on how they want their house to be shown. So there's a little bit more work involved, but it's okay. Everybody's got to have somewhere to live, so we're working on that. And I put a house on the market last Friday and had 7 showings and 4 contracts by Sunday. So and that was an expensive house. So it's not, it's not doom and gloom out there for us. I had a new home walkthrough this week. That's what April was talking about. So the builders are still working. You have to have an appointment to go into the sales offices, but they're all still working and ready to do whatever they need to do. The construction guys are out there pounding their hammers. And the more new construction that sells, the better the market gets. So that's always been the facts. Buyers are pent up. They're looking at houses online right now. They, you know, even though they're working from home, so to speak, they are also searching for homes. And if they see something that they like, they want to get into it. So we're getting calls. The offices themselves, for the most part, are closed. So, you know, you do have to find a realtor that you know and call them and make an appointment to do a Zoom call. I had a Zoom call with 2 clients and the lender and myself a couple of weeks ago. So everybody can still see everybody and everybody can still ask questions. Zoom has become a wonderful thing. Documents can be all signed electronically. So even if you find something that you like from going inside, you may end up electronically signing the documents. And home inspections are still happening. Most of the time, the home inspector goes in by himself or herself and does the inspection and keeps the camera going so that they can alert the buyers on the other end, you know, with FaceTime or with Zoom, with what's going on in the house. Most of the time, the sellers are not there during that time. So it's the home inspector by themselves, which you do have to get permission for, but we're getting a lot of permission now. Our MLS system has let us use temporarily off the market to keep days from adding up. So if I had a listing and we didn't want days to add up, we could put it temporarily off the market. And then when somebody wants to see it, reactivate it to active. So we're a lot of workarounds right now, and electronically getting our earnest money deposits into the title companies. It's just, you cannot even imagine. We're working on electronics, notary signings, working on, I had a client go through the drive-through to get stuff notarized when this first started at her bank because they had a notary there in Richmond. So just doing a lot of different things, a lot of different ways, and trying to make it work for everybody.
So really it's important that people find a realtor that they can work with, especially during this time, because they're going to be able to help them if in this market to find a house with the market, the inventory being low. And now's a great time to sell. So if you get with a realtor, this might be the time for you to make that move if that's something you were thinking of. Do you think that with all of this situation with the pandemic and the changes that we're having to go through, do you see that as making some positive changes in the future in terms of efficiency, things that maybe we didn't have to do before, or we did have to do before, and now we're altering how we do them? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I mean, like, you know, I took my test with a number 2 pencil 40 years ago, and you know, a lot of things have changed since then, and the things that have helped us, we will incorporate and continue on. And, you know, it's still a belly-to-belly, person-to-person, face-to-face business. People do want to do that. That's why we're Zooming now. Right. And, you know, so there will be some things that go back to the way we used to do it, but being able, you know, a lot of times sellers are out of town or buyers are out of town on vacation when it's time to go to settlement. And so the electronic notary and electronic signatures will be a huge help with that. Rates are still the lowest they've been. So it's a great time to buy. It's a great time to sell, but it's also a great time to buy. So, you know, you might have some competition, but when the right house comes along, it will be yours. So
that's it.
We have to work on that.
We appreciate your input on that. April, I'm going to take it back over to you for a minute. Sure. Tell us a little bit about what the Realtors Association has going on, a little bit about your membership, and if someone is a realtor, you know, what benefits them by being part of your organization.
Sure. So our association is roughly 1,800 Realtor members in Prince William County. And we've actually, this is also very exciting, we have gained some members recently. And definitely that's due to the pandemic, and with real estate being essential, it's a lucrative business. Even though, you know, the numbers, when you first look at them, don't look very exciting, they really are. And we have people that really understand that, and they are becoming realtors during this time. So basically what we do as an association is we are the liaison between the National Association of Realtors and our realtor members. So we help them as far as their education needs that they may have, anything related to the sale of their home, so they get their contracts through us, as well as lockboxes and keys. So there are many different avenues that we help with that. And we also, as far as what we have going on right now, we have also transitioned to the Zoom with all of our education has been moved to the Zoom platform, which has worked very, very well. We're doing virtual happy hours instead of, you know, the person-to-person happy hours that we were doing for our members previously. So we've just found other ways. And like Peggy said, there are going to be some things that we continue to do as an association because they work. And this kind of forced everyone to try something new. And yeah, there are several things, whether we wanted it to happen or not, there are several things that we'll continue to institute once we reopen. But yeah, there are several things that we still have in place, but we've just moved them to a virtual platform.
Rebecca, something else that we're doing as an association is we have a community outreach committee.
Yes.
And so we are providing donations, food for the Good News Community Kitchen down in Occoquan for children who don't have any food at home. We're also doing things to help Prosperity House, which provides housing for people, you know, that are down on their luck, which could be more of those, you know, in the near future. And so we try to do things that help the community too. We have a group that picks up trash around our association and works with Keep Prince William Clean. So we are in the community. We're doing things every day in the community, and we need to let people know that that's part of what we do.
Excellent. So when someone's choosing a realtor, they should ask if their realtor is a member. To me, that means that they are serious about their business and they're concerned about the community, because you know, your association gives back to the community. They support not only the education and furthering of realtors, but the giving back to the community itself. And so that makes you a valuable partner in our community. So we appreciate that. We're going to wrap up, but I'm going to put all of your contact information, not only the association, but Peggy, for your information, all in the notes below, the comments, so that people can click on and reach out to your website, email you, and telephone you if they have questions. Every month you can read the report that we get sent by the Realtor Association on the housing market. But if you want up-to-date information, you can contact them directly or your realtor. We thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it. And everybody stay safe. We'll talk to you soon.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
And done.
I totally buy